Hey, my name is Savva. I'm backend developer at Wix, company that provides platform for building websites. Now, in Wix, we don't have DevOps in a regular sense of folks that take your code into production. Instead, developers are actually responsible for their services, both in terms of development and support in production. So, in such scale, monitoring becomes a real crucial thing. And somehow, in my humble experience, teams and even companies that were not trained to work with monitoring from the day one somehow follow the same steps of monitoring systems evolutions, where everything starts with SSH to the physical machines and logs written to the disk. You know, like, that's the basic tool that we work with. Yes, it's simple like a stick and stone. It simply works. But once you have more than two machines, like, this becomes awkward. So, what happens next? At this phase, teams invent existence of metrics and dashboards. Now, I don't know where you reside currently. Most probably you are far beyond this point, or you just think about introducing metrics to your systems. But please know that metrics and graphs are perfect, they're colorful, but they are not the end goal of your systems, because you actually want to know when to look at them, right? And that's why we have alerts that tell you that something went wrong and somebody should take an action. Now, in a nutshell, alerting as a topic is a huge thing. We can talk about it for hours. But in a nutshell, art of alerting boils down to two simple things, which are how to make alerts actionable and how to make them informative. Because if alert is triggered, somebody should be motivated to wake up or leave things aside, yes, and take a look what happened, right? Because if your alerts are noisy or uninformative or not actionable, they will train your team to ignore them. They will buzz you, they will disturb you, they will make your life miserable, or even become your enemies and can lead you to production incidents. And that's what actually happened to my team. So let me tell you a story. My team is in charge of a feature toggle and A/B test system, which is widely used in Wix for rolling out new features based on user preferences, user geolocation, language, and so on and so forth. So we've been working a new way of passing that user metadata. Everything looked good. We had like 100% test coverage and so on and so forth. We merged this code and we had an alert. But day before that, we had a significant infrastructural incident, which caused in our channel be flooded with flappy alerts that were raised every 15 minutes or so. So on the next day, when we got this alert, we actually missed it, stupid of us, but it got lost. And it caused in a small outage. For 20 minutes, users were not able to log into Wix. Now, we could fix it within 3 minutes. In 2 minutes, we had this alert, 1 minute for fix. Instead, 20 minutes, no users. So the question is, if noisy alerts are so bad and we know it, then why do we keep them? Sometimes it's a technical reason. You have little traffic, no users, well, little amount of users, or it's something hard to measure. But in a lot of cases, it's actually in our heads. We simply afraid to lose control. So instead of being clear and actionable, we tend to keep those alerts just in case, even we can't do anything about it. So let me give you a simple and canonical example. Let's say we have 3 microservices, A, B, C, and B is a simple proxy between A and C, right? If C goes down, should owner of service B be alerted on that? I bet no, because if she wakes up in the middle of the night, the best she can do, say, okay, I have nothing to do. So if you find yourself in a situation when you have alerts that are not actionable, then try to get rid of them. Just really try to get rid of them for a day and you'll feel relieved. And there are several and multiple patterns for doing that, move those alerts in a different channel, add the bug tracking system, or summarize in a daily email status. That's kind of easy to implement. Just make your primary urgent channel clear. So, to sum up, you may have as many graphs and dashboards as you wish. That's perfectly fine. But that's not the end goal of your monitoring systems, because you actually want to know when to look at them. And that's why we have alerts. And why we have alerts makes them actionable. Thanks.